What's up, miss? How you doing?
I'm good.
It's not too
late,
is it?
Recording now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
You don't be ready for night, huh?
No, I don't actually. You want to start over?
No, we ain't got to start over. It's cool, but since you said that, tell me how it is then to be doing all the interviewing and now you get interviewed.
How does it feel to get all the interviews or to be interviewed? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How does it feel?
It feels kind of odd for the shoe to be on the other foot. You know what I'm saying? Usually I'm the one asking the questions. And so it's a little difficult for me to answer questions when people ask me because I'm just used for it to be the other way around.
Oh, okay. I understand that one. So let me set it off then. So, Ms. Mara, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, just for anyone who doesn't know, I'm Mara, better known as the hip-hop socialite, and I'm what you call a celebrity journalist / blogger / radio personality here in New York City. I've interviewed some of the biggest names in the hip-hop and R&B world, and well, it's venturing outside of hip-hop and R&B at this point. For everyone from Scarface to Mano to Candy Burris to, I just interviewed Shorty Low. Just everyone you can think of, I've pretty much interviewed them, and or they appeared on my radio show. So I write for several media outlets, including 110 Magazine, DrJs.com, RollingOut.com, and I'm managing editor of CarryOnTop.com, which is a blog zine from Power 105.1 FM, Cherry Martinez.
Okay,
that's just a real quick bio.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So how long you been doing all this?
You know what? It hasn't even been that long because I'm actually a lawyer. So I came up here after I finished law school and switched careers, but it's been like maybe 3 or 4 years.
What you do
I've just been grinding hard, so I've come a long way in such a short amount of time, you know?
All right. I understand that part, but back to the real topic, though. What kind of law you do?
Intellectual property, trademarks, copyrights, that type of thing.
Oh, wow. So you've been, basically, your law skill is basically in the same field that you're in.
I'm sorry?
I say the law skills that you got is the degree that you got in law is basically the skills that the same field that you're in working in right now, is it? Or it's something different?
No.
It's something different?
No, I'm not an intellectual property. You know, that's a totally different thing. I can tell you one thing though.
What's that?
When you're in law school, that helps you improve your writing skills. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a good writer to get through law school. So that's helped me tremendously in my journalism career. So even though I'm not a practicing attorney anymore, it's still been beneficial to me because I picked up a lot of writing skills while I was in law school.
That's what's up. But see, okay, since I'm going to say it like this, E1 is education first, so educate me then. Tell me a little bit about what you got your degree in and a little bit about that law, that field of law. I know the other field already. I just want to know that field, you know.
Well, I got my undergrad degree in economics from North Carolina A&T State University, Aggie Pride. Shout out to all my Aggies out there who are listening to this.
That's what's up.
And like I said, I got my law degree from Wake Forest University. That's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Okay.
So, yeah, I focused on intellectual property and moved up here, practiced law for about a year, less than a year actually, and been doing the journalism thing ever since, you know?
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, basically, we got something going down August 20th. It's called CT Got Talent. I've been talking to you a little bit about it. You agreed to be a judge and so forth. Tell me a little bit about the youth and how you look at them as far as them getting into the music game.
I think it's very difficult to be in the music game, get in the music game, I should say. I'm just hoping that everybody who auditions, who has dreams of being an artist, has a backup plan, put it like that. You always need a backup plan.
You're right,
you know
about
what I'm saying?
that. You're right about that. But a lot of these kids out here think that is the backup plan. You know what I mean? They're looking at it like, hey, I know I'm nasty on the mic. I know I'm gonna get this attention. So all I need is somebody to put me on the stage. And I done put them on the stage a couple of times, and nobody still ain't get signed yet. So I don't want them looking at me like it's my fault. So just to let them know you've been in the game for a minute, and it ain't just that easy. You can give them a little bit of time, like how it goes?
It's not easy at all. The way I got into the industry, well, I knew I wanted to be a celebrity journalist, but the way I got into the industry was by working for a major record label. And I can't tell you how many times a CD has come through that office, or the office of the label that I work for, and ended up on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's very difficult, not to shoot down anybody's dream, but it is very difficult to be one of the chosen ones, as I like to call them. You know what I'm saying?
So what will make
it's what it is.
What will make someone different then? What do you listen for to make someone different? Because right now everybody's spitting the same shit. So I mean, excuse my language, but everybody, you know, what makes an artist of today different from everybody else?
You know what? It's all about, to me, it's all about the grind, and it's all about who you know, to be quite honest with you. Like, you have to go out there and establish those relationships and network and network and network. You know what I'm saying? You have to constantly be online. You have to constantly be trying to get your music out there. I mean, it's a non-stop thing. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a full-time job trying to get on in the music industry.
I feel you on that.
You know,
they said
one person who I have to speak on is J. Cole. J. Cole is from North Carolina too, because I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina.
Okay,
J. Cole's from Fayetteville.
All right.
And I met J. Cole when I first moved here. When I was first working for the label, he was an intern there, and he was grinding way back then. He was in college though. He was in college working on his backup plan. That was the most important thing. He had a backup plan. He was getting a degree.
Okay, that's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand that. But you know, I'm a little bit older in the game too. I'm 34. I'm not in the music game. I just deal with the kids, but it's just real hard to try to express that transformation over to them. Letting them know it's two different sides.
Yeah, if you look at somebody like J. Cole, who's now signed to Rock Nation, which is Jay-Z's management company, he knew I had to have a backup plan. You know, he moved to New York City from Fayetteville because he knew this was the best way for him to get on as an artist. But at the same time, he was going to class every day. In between classes, it was a non-stop grind. Whether he was standing outside a label's office trying to give us demo to somebody, or going to people's parties trying to give us demo, he did what he had to do. But at the same time, he had his college education he was earning, you know?
Yeah, I definitely understand that shit. I mean, because without education, you got nothing, no matter what game you're in. Whether you're in the music game, the hustle game, out there washing cars, whatever you're in, you still got to learn it. I'm definitely with you do. I'm with you 100 on that. So basically, let us know a little bit of a couple of the stars that you worked with. You know, like I know you worked with 50 Cent a little bit. I heard a little bit about that. So let us know a little bit about that and how beneficial it be for anybody to be in contact with somebody like yourself.
Gosh, the list of artists I've interviewed at this point is pretty long. I mean, I've worked very hard to establish myself as a reputable journalist. And just off the top of my head, because they had a list in front of me a few minutes ago, but I don't know what happened to it. I have to keep a list at this point. Everyone from the late, great Guru, I interviewed him, I want to say, not too long before he passed away. That was one of the most memorable interviews I've ever had, you know. Right. Like I mentioned earlier, Scarface, Candy Burns, Kalina Harper from Diddy Dirty Money. I interviewed her for my web series called Seen and Heard TV, and that made headlines everywhere from the YBS to BT.com to Vlad TV. That interview was everywhere.
Okay, that's what's up.
I'm trying to think. And that happens a lot on my radio show, Street Disciples Radio, which I co-host. We come on every Monday and Thursday night. We're syndicated on the web, so we come on over 30 websites.
That's what's up.
Our show is definitely a source of controversy because we're not afraid to ask the questions that everybody else is afraid to ask. We don't have to be, because we don't answer anybody. It's our show, and we're on the web. We're not on, terrestrial, radio. So no one is censoring us,
I saw that too. I saw that you are that it is your show and stuff like that, and that's kind of interesting. How can somebody basically create a show like that and start a buzz on their own? Is that hard, or tell me a little bit about how that worked with the internet
it's
show?
Not hard, but you need to have a little bit of money, because that space that our station is in, we rent that space. We bought all the equipment. If you look at the show, you'll see this huge mural on the back wall. We had that mural commissioned. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a little bit of money. I'm not going to sit here and lie.
Okay.
But it's well worth it, because a lot of people know our show. Now, I mean, everybody knows that when you come to our show, you're going to get the headlines that you want, I don't care. I think, what's his name? MC Shan came on the show. Like, MC Shan is a legend. I respect him. He's a legend. He's one of the pioneers. But it wasn't anybody talking about MC Shan, though, until he came on our show. And he said a few things that people took a certain kind of way, and he was all over the place. For the next few weeks, his name was all over the place. Everybody's talking about how MC Shan went on Street Texas Radio and talked about smacking Joe Budden on the back of the neck. You know what I'm saying?
So you telling me y'all got props like that to where somebody come on there and say something slick like that, he just gonna get any type of recognition?
And it's everywhere. People take it a certain kind of way on that show.
That's what's up. That's what's up. How long the show been on the air?
We've been on the air about 2 years, I want to say.
Oh, so y'all new into the game and y'all taking over like that. So that's definitely a good thing. So basically the next question I want to ask you, because we've been on here for a minute. I know you got to go to bed because you're just getting off the radio. It's about 2 in the morning. The kids, well, basically CT Got Talent going down in NORWALK City Hall August 20th. You are a judge. I just want to know, besides you being a judge and you gracing us with your presence, what else can you offer these kids, or offer, I should say, the winner of this CT Got Talent that's going down?
Okay, well, as I mentioned earlier, I have a column in a magazine called 110 Magazine. My column is called The Adventures of the Hip Hop Socialite. I think I said this earlier as well. The name I go by, more people know me by the Hip Hop Socialite than my name Mara, my actual name Mara.
Okay.
So 110 Magazine is going to offer the winner of Connecticut's Got Talent a feature in its fall edition, its fall issue. So that is definitely something that you guys have to work towards. It's a feature on 110 Magazine. And 110 Magazine will definitely be in the building on the day of the competition. We'll be there with, magazines for the contestants or anyone else who wants to take one. So definitely, that is something you guys can work towards, is getting that feature on 110 Magazine coming out in the fall. So
that's what's up. That's a hot little lick. I got another question for you too. What about that radio show you talk about, everybody talking trash about? You think you try to pull some strings, maybe your man to give the winner a call in or something, or a quick interview or something like that? Is that possible?
Okay, we have to talk about that, because the Street Radio has to have the name on something.
Hey, I don't have no problem with that at all. It's for the kids.
I have to talk to Aid about that. Aid is my partner. Aid is the founder of the show. The show is his baby. He handpicked me out of a whole bunch of other candidates he had to be his co-host. So she was looking for a co-host like 2 years ago after his old co-host left, or she wasn't being consistent, I guess you could say. And so, out of all the candidates that he looked at, he handpicked me. You know what I'm saying? So, I have much respect for 8. And before I start putting Street Detectives Radio out there as being a part of stuff, I like to, talk to him about it first before I, offer that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's much respect, but I just had to throw that out there a little bit. I wouldn't have been, I wouldn't have been doing my job if I didn't. I told the kids.
Of course, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
I told the kids I'm looking for the lick, so you know what I mean? I had to make sure I try to talk to everybody about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. I respect that. I'm the same way. Whatever I can get, you know what I'm saying? I just interviewed the Brat today, and I didn't think that the interview would go as long as it did, but I just kept throwing in questions. Like one question led to another question, to another question, to another question. Because she just got home from being away for a while.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You know what I'm saying? So I just had a lot of questions I wanted to ask her. Her publicist was on the phone. I know she was like, she's taking forever. The interview ended up being 40 minutes. But if you let me, I'm going to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had a phenomenal interview with her earlier today. Be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming soon to cherryontop.com.
Well, since you said that, can we get just a couple of quick things that y'all talked about while you was on there with her?
Now I'm not. Now we talked about a lot. I'm not going to lie, but I want to hold some things for Cherry on Top, so I can't go into it too much. But one of the things that we spoke on was whether or not she thought that she would be able to kind of recapture some of that glory that she had back in the 90s.
Yeah,
because Brat was like,
she was hot. She was hot. She was hot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I pointed out that Shine, who got out of prison last year, he had a huge buzz around him when he first got out, but now it's pretty much dead. Right, you know what I'm saying? So I was wondering whether she was concerned about that happening with her, and she explained no, she's not concerned because her buzz has been great. She's been getting a lot of feedback from whether it's her Twitter page or other social networking sites, So she's not concerned at all. And I don't blame her because Brat, she has a swag that, is unmatched by most female MCs. You know what I'm saying? She just has a swag to her, And
it's not even that. She's a pioneer on her own, though. You got to remember that, too. She got her own legacy,
and lyrically, Brat can hold her own. She's not one of those chicks that is getting by on. Now, Brat is a pretty girl, don't get me wrong, but she's not one of those chicks that's getting by her looks and her body.
Yeah.
You know, if she wanted to, she could, because she clearly has both. You know,
yeah,
but she's not. She's getting by on her lyrical skills because she has them and she can get by on that. You know, that's enough.
Yeah, she's still with JD or what?
Yeah, her and JD are still very much, you know, good friends, working together. You know what I'm saying? That's her partner. That's her fam. So yeah, she's definitely still in the Jermaine Dupri fold, the So Def fold. That's not gonna. I don't see a foreshadow that ever, you know, breaking apart.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's one of them lifelong relationships. I definitely see that.
Yeah,
man.
her and JD and her and Mariah Carey are those two relationships that I don't ever see, you know, breaking apart or splitting, you know?
Hey, you know what? That's funny you said that because it's real hard to find relationships like that nowadays where you can ride with somebody for years and years and still have that same bond, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know JD, she said in a previous interview, he sent her money while she was locked up. Mariah came to see her. Now, we spoke to Mariah for a minute. We talked on the unique names she picked for her twin babies. I'm not going to get into that. Y'all got to check that out when the interview hits cherryontop.com.
That's what's up. When that interview's supposed to come out?
Hopefully it'll be on cherryontop.com in the next week or so.
Man, we definitely going to be
looking
out for it.
I had on last week Shorty Lowe, who just signed his label with Gina Records. I was on set for one of his first Gina photo shoots I think it was on Thursday night. So I had an exclusive to him. Like, I got footage from the photo shoot. While he was changing and getting ready, he was answering questions. So I got that coming for y'all too on cherryontop.com. That'll be out hopefully by the end of the week. So got a lot of things going on, trying to bring y'all all the hot exclusive interviews with all your favorite celebrities. So keep checking me out on Street Disciples Radio, cherryontop.com, 110mag, drjays.com, and damn near all over the net.
hey, you know what? Well, you know what? We're going to keep you all over the net too because these kids need somebody like you to stand up in the paint for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I definitely appreciate that, miss. And then we're going to get at you real soon. So give me a call when you get that answer back from your man and let him know it's for the kids. We'd love for him to come and set up with a live remote. I don't know how much that'll cost, but if we try to come up with a plan to get some money to him, I'd love to do that too. So you make sure you put that out there to him too, all right?
All right, will do.
All right, man. You have a good night, man, to get you some rest, all right?
All right, now see you guys on August 20th. Connecticut's Got Talent.
You already know, baby. I'll see you later. Be good, okay?
All right, then.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.